Today I was able to teach my student some basics on sine, cosine, and tangent. Um, Originally they wanted to go over some physics homework, but I realized that it was all basically conceptual and that they could pretty much get all the answers from the textbook because they didn't really need my help. So after about 15 minutes of that, I asked if they wanted to better utilize their time and then asked me some math questions. And they said they were fine on math, but then I asked them if they wanted to go over sine, cosine, and tangent, and they agreed. So I drew the triangle. I said, if you are flying a kite and you're looking up at 33 degrees and the string of the kite is 60 feet long, and how high up is the kite? She knew the basics. She knew so, ka, and then toa. But then she had extreme trouble solving the equation. I said, if you have the angle and you have to have the hypotenuse, which is 60, the angle is 33. She correctly identified it as sine. But then it started to fall apart from there. I had to basically walk her through it, writing the equation. So I eventually explained it to her that it's sine 33, and then opposite over 60. And then I asked her to basically isolate the O, so we could solve for O by plugging into a calculator. And she said to divide both sides, multiply both sides by O to cancel out the O. I was confused, so thought I asked her if you're trying to isolate X and it's no, I meant I kind of wrote it out to make it easier. I asked her if this would cancel out O, and then she said no. So I was just curious, so I gave her a little equation to try to solve. So 3x equals 5x plus 1. And then I asked her what you should do, and then she said subtract 5. And then I asked her to combine these two numbers, and then it took her a while, but she eventually got negative 8x equals 1. So I had to then walk her through that negative 5 plus 3 is not a negative 8. So I then asked her if she knew how to isolate a variable, and then she said she didn't even know what isolation was. So I asked her, did she ever learn how to isolate a variable? And she said she forgot. So I wasn't exactly sure why her teacher was teaching her sine, cosine, and tangent when she doesn't even know how to isolate a variable. But I then spent the remaining 10 minutes trying to explain to her how to isolate variables, and she kept making many small mistakes. She took up a lot of time thinking, and although that's not a bad thing, I feel like she's either very distracted by her home or something on the computer, or she's attempting to find the answers through a different way. But that's it.